in this afternoon's session in the final of the Champion of Champions.
And this is the final frame. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
TrustedTrader.com.
Back again? Ooh, £30 off First Central car insurance. Only at Money Supermarket.
First there was fire, then came the radiator and the invention of thermostats. Today there is Tado, the next level of heating.
Tado makes your heating smart, lets you control your home from anywhere, and simplifies your life with a variety of intelligent skills.
So you can relax, save energy and money. Take your heating to the next level. Visit Tado.com.
Forget Black Friday. Come to the NordVPN Cyber Month Party, the private online security party. No digital snoopers allowed. NordVPN is only $3.40 per month. The party's at nordvpn.co.uk. Are you in?
It was a rocket attack in
0020.
What's up, Peloton? How are we doing today? We're live from the studio. Let's do this. Accept nothing but your best. Resistance up. Let's go. Arrow 500, you're flying on that leaderboard. We've got this together. This is it. One final push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. You crushed it. See you tomorrow, Peloton.
Have you thought of claiming compensation after an accident? If you've been injured in a road traffic accident, an accident at work, an accident anywhere, it's your right to claim. You could be entitled to thousands of pounds in compensation. Talk to Harris Fowler's friendly and professional team on 0800 213 214. It's no win, no fee. Call 0800 213 214. You've got nothing to lose and perhaps a lot to gain. Harris Fowler, the personal injury solicitor.
The modern vacuum can pick up all kinds of debris, but a common problem in most homes is hair that wraps tightly around the brush roll and can affect your vacuum's performance. But at Shark, we've invented anti-hair wrap technology. The specially designed comb removes hair from the brush roll so you don't have to, giving you Shark's powerful cleaning with no drop-in suction and no more tangles. Anti-hair wrap technology, only available from Shark.
At McDonald's, you know we only use 100% British and Irish beef. But how can you be sure it's the same at other places? Here's a handy guide. First, look at your surroundings. Is it so dimly lit you can barely read the menu? Are there over-attentive waiters ready to pounce at any moment? Is anything on the menu deconstructed? Finally, when you see the bill, do you feel like a contestant on a hidden camera show? Good. Looks like you found somewhere that uses 100% British and Irish beef. Just like McDonald's.
Life has its own rhythm. It's always changing. Forever moving from one day to the next. Which is why with O2, you can get the phone you want for less by spreading the cost between 3 and 36 months. Search O2 custom plans. Phone plans that move with the rhythm of your life.
Join Henry and Sam in their brand new venture. Turning heavy metal,
pre-owned, pre-enjoyed memorabilia,
into fast cash.
You should never be excited at an auction.
Can Sammy and I actually make some money adding value? Sam, you know it runs! Brand new Junk and Disorderly continues tomorrow at 8 on ITV4.
And he puts on the yellow jersey. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
TrustedTrader.com.
Welcome back to the Ricoh Arena for the final of the Champion of Champions, where Neil Robertson leads. Welcome back to the Ricoh Arena for the final of the Champion of Champions, where Neil Robertson leads Judd Trump by 3 frames to 1. Time to get back to the action now. Neil Foulds joins Phil Yates in the commentary box. But first, over to our MC, Phil Seymour, to reintroduce the players.
Thank you, Jill. Would you please welcome back to the table your match referee, Desislava Bodilova, and your players, Neil Robertson and Judd.
The interval is over. Everyone's back in their seats, and you've got the best seat in the house for what should be a captivating conclusion to the afternoon. We've had the start, now it's the engine room of this final.
Thank you, frame 5. Neil Robertson to break.
Very little between the players on those first 4 frames, but as you know, Judd, the world champion, just didn't manage to make it 2-2 at a crucial stage. Hard to know whether that will actually make a big difference at the end, but Neil Robertson will be pleased with how things are going so far. But he knows it's a long match, and the 5 remaining frames are very important.
Very good. He doesn't lose in many finals these days, Trump. I was looking at the last time he did. It was a couple of years ago. Shanghai Masters 2017, beaten by Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's used to winning on the big occasion, but it will be a tough task to overcome Neil Robertson. Very tough.
Well, a mistake, because not getting close enough to the red means he was out of control of it. Never knew where it would finish. I think it's easy to remember, Phil, that these guys are not machines. A week ago, exactly a week, almost to the hour, he was in Yushan playing in that final. I mean, it's a long journey back, and a lot of snooker has been played since. Never mind the fact that he played every day over there to win all those matches. He's either very much in stride and he's played a lot of matches and he's battle hardened, or he could be a little weary.
6.
A valid point, and of course the beat goes on tomorrow. They all go to Belfast for the Northern Ireland Open, where Judd Trump is not only world champion in world #1, he's also defending champion, constantly under pressure.
Yes, and I think that's why players'
12.
current form can wildly change. It can be in the best of form, and then players will lose their form. No chance to get on the practice table and work on their games. For Judd right now, he's playing so well, he needs to just keep going and enjoy things while the sun shines.
19.
As champion of the world, he's got other duties, I guess, and I think he's already proving to be a terrific world champion. He knows the responsibility that goes along it, and also he knows he's there to be shot at, and he's got to keep practicing all the time to maintain the highest of levels.
When you climb to the top of the mountain, there's only one way to go.
25.
You go to world number 3, Neil. That's a phenomenal achievement. But to be number 1, there's no place other than down.
I think it's being world champion more so, though, isn't it? That's
26.
The key. There's lots of duties. Everyone wants a piece of the action. The press want to see you and speak to you every tournament. But now I think he's happier than ever, just out there playing the matches. He needs this frame. He doesn't want to go any further behind. That was a nice little nudge on the red.
31.
He's got the straight angle on the red to run through now onto the black.
32.
He's got all the power in the world as Judd Trump, but he's also got beautiful finesse,
39.
and that's what you need on this table.
Forge.
Yes, played fairly gently. What's happening here? Oh, there's something.
47.
Just alerting Judd that there's something flying around, might be getting his way, some insect. Anyway, seems to have gone for now. Played that last shot well, as I say, just decided not to hit it too hard. He's being attacked, not only by his opponent, but by something else in the arena. That's a good shot. Little gap there, you can thread the cue ball through. Very nice atmosphere in here today, Phil, isn't there?
48.
Big crowd, but also hushed on the shots, enjoying the match.
Well, since it began in 2013, this Champion of Champions, thanks to the tireless work of the promoters Matchroom Multisport, has developed into one of the finest
55.
events on the entire calendar, and the people here just love it, quite rightly so.
Yes, playing right-handed, that the two balls, cue ball and object ball, are close together, and he just might have struggled to play it, I think. He'd be better off playing it left-handed. He can just get a bit of feel for the shot, but it's just awkward to get to. Well, this is right-handed shot. It's a little awkward. He could be careful not to play a push shot or a double hit there. I can see why he's looking at a different red now.
Yes, he's not as steady with his right hand as Ronnie O'Sullivan is with the left. That, for me, was a wise choice.
96. 59. $60.
The black and one more red to wrap it up.
$67.
So Neil Robertson made a century break in the second frame. Trump could be in to do just the same. And it's not surprising the level of scoring when you consider that last
73.
season these two were the top century break makers.
74.
Robertson had 84, Trump 83.
$81.
Yeah, it's probably just worth mentioning that had Ronnie
82.
O'Sullivan played in the same amount of tournaments as these two, he might have been up there as well. Because he picks and chooses more so.
I think we should give another thank you out, Neil, today
87.
at the end of a great week to the table fitter, Chris Barnes. This Rasson table has been an absolute
88.
delight. He's done a great job.
It's a good shout because you only ever hear about it when there's a problem with the conditions. The problem at the moment
95.
is not the table, it's what's flying above it.
Well, wasps do play here.
Yeah, that's very true. I know someone else who wouldn't want to be out there, Stephen Hendry. He absolutely hated all that. Not that anyone's going to like it, I suppose.
$96.
Well, with this simple blue, it looks as though there's going to be a sting in the tail of this frame.
Wait. Go down. Bend over.
There's extraordinary goings on here, isn't it? And mercifully, this frame is over.
101.
And it's not a crucial stage. I can tell you that the wasp is no longer. It has ceased to be.
106.
Thanks to the right foot of the referee.
110. $115.
Two really brilliant players and impressive young men. There's a rivalry on the table between these two, but not off the table. These are good players. And this has been a wonderful break by Judd Trump, just what he needed.
No total clearance, but the work has been done in very stylish fashion. Judd Trump, a run of 121, the highest of the match so far. The deficit now 3-2.
That's below the belt. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
TrustedTrader.com.
When I was in the jungle, the thought of one thing kept me going. Jan roly-polies. I love them so much, I've even started my own business. These days, you've got to be online. So I went to GoDaddy, registered a name, built a website. Dead easy. Even had 24/7 support on the blower. It's gone so well, I've had to up my baking game to keep up with the demand. Luckily, I'm a real pro. Terrific. For all the help and tools you need to succeed online, GoDaddy.
Your concern is that the Russians are secretly selling weapons to Venezuela?
It would fit a pattern.
I'm sending you back to DC.
I'm not going. We do this together. I can live with that.
What's up, Peloton? How are we doing today? We're live from the studio. Let's do this. Accept nothing but your best. Resistance up. Let's go. Hour 500, you're flying up that leaderboard. We've got this together. This is it. One final push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. You crushed it. See you tomorrow, Peloton.
What a finish! Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
Welcome back to
Thank
the
you,
Rico
Francis.
Arena, where we're witnessing a final
Judd,
that's
to break.
certainly living up to expectations, both in terms of standard, talking points, and indeed how keenly contested it is.
Cushion first, containing shot. I think Judd has actually got a shot through the gap at the red up the table to the right of the blue. I don't know whether he wants to play it. He can cut it in, but it's be very thin. Would not be easy. Low on the black would make it potable.
1.
But is he going to risk it? This would not be an easy pot. If it was to go in, could be very advantageous. Oh, what 2 shots there. Neil Robertson was very happy with his little containing shot. He thought he was doing no damage.
8.
But Judd has played 2 big shots there.
Nine.
It was interesting when he spoke to you and the rest of the gang in the studio last night, saying that every time he gets down to a big shot, he thinks, I'm the world champion. World champions should knock these in. That was a cracker, the black. It really was. But he needs something special again. Not quite as special, but it's by no means easy, this.
$16.
This time he hasn't got on a colour
17.
easily. It has to be the blue. I think there is a natural angle on the blue to come in and out of bulk without hitting a colour. You should avoid the green on the way up and the way back down. This has got to go. If it does, it's another good shot. And what we did see in that World Final, where he played marvellously 2 days, is the amount of breaks he made when you thought he was about to break down. Something else he would just dig out. It was a real balancing act between really good safety and match play and wonderful, death-defying break building at times.
Sometimes when players come to the table and there's not much on,
28.
we term it as a half chance. When Trump came to the
29.
table, it was a quarter chance, if you know what I mean. And look where he is now, bang in prime position.
$36. $37.
That should be okay if he wants to take the pink. Being a left-hander, we can just lean across. Blue is still available also.
Just a second.
Well, that was close to being in line because all the spots are occupied, so it's going to have to go just behind those reds because Desislava just could not quite get it to be in line down the centre of the spots from where she had it initially.
$43.
And this shows an extra maturity, the ability to rein himself in, take his time when he's not quite comfortable.
$44. $51.
From the age of about 10 years
52.
old, Judd Trump was being tipped as a future world champion. Such a precocious talent he was back then. And it's been a long road to get to where he is now. Even with all that talent, and he got to the world final in 2011, then won the UK Championship then. He had some times after that where
57.
he was losing matches that he would have expected to have won. Sometimes you learn a lot more from
58.
things like that than just winning. And now he's a much better player than he's ever been.
Well, he won the English under-15 title when he was 10.
$63. $64.
Again, quickly, Neil, we've arrived at frame ball.
Yes, Phil, it's been some break this one because trying to remind back to how it started, just an innocuous looking safety shot
71.
that Neil Robertson, I think, left the table happy with. And within 2 shots, Judd had potted the red and the black and opened
72.
up other balls, and all of a sudden he was away. Neil has not potted a ball since the mid-session interval beyond that.
77. $78.
Look at this shot. Just look at that for a shot. Fabulous. He won the frame, but just pinged the cue ball back from the ground with screw and right-hand reverse side. And it fizzed off the cushion. Well, all the shots are coming out of the locker now. That cue ball just zipped into the two reds. Terrific.
This quite easily could have been back-to-back total clearances. Of course, in the previous frame, he sacrificed that by playing an exhibition shot on the black.
90.
This, though, has been an even better break than the one that preceded it.
Yeah, he's had to take a couple of low-value colours. The brown we just saw in pot, which was the
97.
Screw shot with reverse side. Well, he's come out since the mid-session interval and he has made no errors at all. Controlled aggression, in fact.
$102. $105. $109. $114. $120.
Just a reminder, folks, this game is not easy. But Judd Trump thinks otherwise. What a break that was from absolutely nothing. And this final of the Champion of Champions is all tied up, 3 frames each.
And he unlocks the defence. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
What a day. Up at the crack of noon for lunch, then relaxing by the pool for an hour or 4. Now you're ready for that taste of the Caribbean at this beautiful hotel in Berkshire. Warner Leisure Hotels. Feel like you've had a proper break. Discover our new hotel, Studley Castle in Warwickshire.
Can smarter technology change the world? It already is. Smarter uses a supercomputer to fight climate change. Smarter turns deadly venom into potential medicine with the help of a ThinkPad.
Arrow 500, you're flying on that leaderboard. We've got it.
Smarter technology for all.
What's up, Peloton? How are we doing today? We're live from the studio. Let's do this. Accept nothing but your best. Resistance up. Let's go. Arrow 500, you're flying on that leaderboard. We've got this together. This is it. One final push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. You crushed it. See you tomorrow, Peloton.
That's tightened things up at the back. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
Neil Robertson and Judd Trump are locked together at 3 frames each.
Neil Robertson to break.
in this Champion of Champions final. And currently, Trump is on a run of 248 points without reply. This, Neil, is a bit tasty.
It's turning into an onslaught, isn't it? The way that he's making these breaks, and he's in again.
Six.
Well, there you see, that's 254 points, all since the mid-session interval. Whatever pep talk Neil Robertson was giving himself, to be honest, well, it just can't make any difference when you are sitting watching your opponent.
Into the 7th frame. Very good numbers there for pot success. Trump.
13.
94%. Excellent.
$14.
Well, on this occasion, didn't quite catch them at his best.
90.
Full on. He would just slid off to the left as you saw, but he had running side on it. And this red goes to the middle pocket. That's a lot of balls which you might say are not that easy. This was not a simple shot to keep the break going. Yeah.
25.
The red above the black. It'll have to go into the red and the black here. It's a question of how he can screw himself out of that little corner. And that's how he's tried. Now with the red going
26.
over the middle, it means there's quite a little bit less to do on this blue, but by no means is it an easy shot, blue or yellow.
You know, after the fluke that Trump enjoyed in the penultimate frame last night, people forget
20.
he potted an absolutely terrific yellow, not dissimilar to that. What a pressure ball, knocked in with aplomb.
Yes, cue ball naturally heading down towards the black, which of course doesn't go.
$29.
Well, it's a slowish walk around the table, and we're wondering if he's on this blue. He's losing the cue ball shot by shot here.
34.
But like I say, in that world final, this is what he kept doing and just kept potting balls.
$35. $39. 40.
Didn't quite get hold of that, so he's on the incorrect side of the blue.
Yeah, I think for mere mortals that would have been a problem, but he hardly ever hits a bulk colour
45.
coming through bulk now. He's tremendous at those shots.
$46. $51.
It's been a very tough break. Did pop the pink once, it's out of commission now. The black's never been in play. And he's been trying to score off the blue and lower value colours all the way through. Like I say, he has become very dominant in this sort of game. And at the moment his
56.
concentration is in a special place. 2 centuries in a row and now this.
$57.
Yes, and the unanswered points now over 300. Oh, that's a pity.
He might be okay, actually.
62.
So good at these shots as well. He's very close up to it. Hard to stop it, Phil. I'd always hesitate to say it's end of break, I think, when he's like this.
Well, this frame has gone west again. Just a matter of whether he can complete the hat-trick of
68.
tons.
$69.
All I can think is that a lot of hard work went in during the summer, having won that world title, because he won the first tournament back, the international. I wondered if he'd sort of
76.
put in a lot of work after the World Championship was over. 'Cause
77.
since then, there's hardly any time to practice, straight from one tournament to the next.
$84. $85.
And like all great champions, he's got a burning pride
92.
of performance. He wants to make this century.
94. $97.
So this is for 3 centuries in a row. Another marvellous break. It really has been something very special. Three in 3 frames, Phil. Happens, but not often.
106.
And I always think in these situations, the players from an older generation would just marvel at what he's doing.
112.
Judd Trump is something special. His ability, extraordinary. And in this final, he's in front.
That's tighten things up at the back. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
What's up, Peloton? How are we doing today? We're live from the studio. Let's do this. Accept nothing but your best. Resistance up. Let's go. Arrow 500, you're flying up that leaderboard. We've got this together. This is it. One final push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. You crushed it. See you tomorrow, Peloton.
Sorry, Major Harris. We can't stop it.
Damn it. Talk to me, Kachowski.
We've got a huge chunk of rock moving at 70 clicks per second. Impact in 7 days.
Where's it gonna hit?
Birmingham, specifically Parkside Avenue.
Hold on. I live on Parkside Avenue.
We Buy Any Home can buy your home in just 7 days. No fees, no commission, no hassle. Cash offer in 24 hours. Search We Buy Any Home. We'll get you moving.
You can check your eligibility for an Aqua credit card without affecting your credit score. Sensitive 35.9% APR variable.
And this is the final frame. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
The good folk here at the Ricoh Arena in Coventry have just witnessed 3 frames from snooker heaven. Judd Trump is in overdrive. 3-1 down, remember, at the mid-session interval. Since then, Neil Robertson hasn't potted a ball, hasn't scored a point.
Just round to break.
Well, if you're Neil Robertson, what do you do? I mean, you just can't leave him anything sticking out. I don't think Judd's opponent, Neil, at the table has done very much wrong. Well, a mistake. Judd left the arena for a comfort break at the end of the last frame. I wonder if that little spell of concentration has finally left him. Neil must be wondering if he's ever going to miss a ball. 35 minutes and 3 centuries in a row. Barrage of breaks from Trump. Now, what has Robertson got? He's played a big shot there, and that was very well judged onto the black. Thought he might be a little cold going into the shot so long away from the table. Playing on the key red as well early on to get the black available to both pockets.
8.
We know he's made of stern stuff. You don't triumph at the Crucible, at the Masters, at the UK Championship, and here at the Champion of Champions without having intestinal fortitude.
Which one? Oh, this one, okay. Oh, come on. Nine. 16.
Now looking at the shot into the bunch from the blue into the top of them via the pink. I don't know if he's going to play it, but he had a look at it. Well, when you're out of luck, one of those reds will just go into a corner pocket, but it's a very good split.
22.
This match becoming
23.
reminiscent of their epic quarter-final in the Masters in 2016. On that occasion, Trump prevailed 6-5. He made 4 centuries, Robertson 2.
Well, Stephen said we might see 3 or 4 centuries. I don't know if he meant in the session or in the match, because we've got 4 already this afternoon.
$29.
Robertson's got the kind of mentality. He would see that burst from Trump not as something to be intimidated by, but a real challenge. That's his makeup. That's why he's won 16 world ranking titles and become the most successful non-British snooker player of all time.
Well, this is a long time for Neil to be presiding over this shot. He doesn't quite know what to do. I think it's a question of just dropping this in, isn't it? I don't see that any other red but the one he's going to play was ever on the list. Both have to be careful not to just overhit it and the cube will finish too close to the pink.
$36. 37. 43. 44.
I wonder if he'll play on the bottom red this time. It's easier to get on it than anything else. But the ones in the middle of the table, of course, are the ones he might be interested in. I think he had a chance to get the angle on this red, and that's why he's played it.
50.
Didn't want to be straight, but he can just run it through.
51.
Now he'll be aware that in potting this red, if he plays red on the pink spot, then obviously the pink will go back on
57.
there. But he is honing in on getting an all-important frame back.
58. $63. $64.
Not very often you see 4 consecutive frames like this. One so clinically, so cleanly, so brilliantly.
Yes, to be aware that this is the one to leave Judd needing snookers. So applause from the audience who worked that out as well.
7.
Judd was in such a fantastic run of form for 3 frames in a row. Eventually made a small mistake. Which has cost him a frame.
71.
It's another break which is not really
77.
all about reds and blacks, just a couple. It was pushed awkward quite early in the break though.
$78.
Well, our colleague Clive Overton is going to be calling the shots this evening, and one
84.
of his great phrases, snooker from the gods. That's what this is.
85.
It's wonderful.
$91. $92. $96.
Come on, Neil, knock it in. Oh, what a pity.
Robertson,
But
96.
also, what a break. We're tied up at 4-4. Who's going to lead going into this evening's session? Find out after the break.
And he puts on the yellow jersey. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
Let's talk about the rules of whiskey. They say you should drink it neat, never ever with a mixer. You're only allowed a splash of water or a single cube of ice. But you know what they say about rules. Make your own rules. With new clubman from Hague Club.
Come to the NordVPN Cyber Month party where digital snoopers are not allowed. NordVPN is only $3.40 per month. Get at nordvpn.co.uk.
When I lost my sight, I thought my life was over.
When I lost my sight, lost friends, my job, everything.
But everything changed when I got my guide dog. Trinity helps me work, be a mum, and even do crazy things like this.
Now I need my independence back. That's why I'm hoping for a guide dog. There are hundreds like me this Christmas waiting.
Please sponsor a puppy from just £1 a week. You'll get regular pup dates. My guide dog. Trinity helps me work, be a mum, and even do crazy things like this.
Now I need my independence back. That's why I'm hoping for a guide dog. There are hundreds like me this Christmas waiting.
Please sponsor a puppy from just £1 a week. You'll get regular pup dates, a cuddly toy and photos of your puppy.
As they grow into a guide dog, that could change your life, like mine. Just call 0300 555 555 or text LIFE to 84010.
Life without Trinity? I can't imagine it.
That's below the belt. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
TrustedTrader.com.
Psychologically, what a big
Thank
frame
you.
coming
Final
up.
frame of this session. Your Robertson to break.
Both players can draw immense positives from this session, but only one of them can lead. And look at the pot success rate. 95% from Trump, 93% from Robertson. That is the ingredient of a classic.
Well, a rare miss, but clearly it was very difficult opening red. Hand on the cushion rail. And what has he left? I think there is something to the right corner. Couple of reds at the bottom of the bunch, but he's now looking at something else. I think he's playing safe here. He's up the table. Well, he did just hit the very edge of it, and the pace he played it means he probably didn't mean to hit a lot more than the red than he did. You can always tell if that's what they mean by the where the cue ball ends up. It's, you know, it's in bulk, so it was a good shot. But that is a better one. Looking down the table from the commentary position, it doesn't look like Judd's got a thin edge he can get to. Certainly not on the right of the pack. That's blocked off by the green. Obviously that left-hand red can be hit, but again, that's very difficult to get a thin edge of. He's in a bit of trouble here. Well, it was quite a good way of playing it, but as you can see, Neil with his hand on the table has got a red. I was going to say, no, they're not easy shots, but the way these two pot at that sort of range, I'm starting to think maybe they are easy for these guys anyway.
Well, it's that phrase again, isn't it? You hear in the modern lexicon these days. The new norm. It's the new norm in snooker that you see wonderful potting, big breaks.
7.
And not just from one or two players either. So many.
Eight.
Oh.
13.
It looks a little bit puzzled by it. The Reds did spread okay. I think they maybe blocked each other off, those two to the left corner. Yeah, can't get to the left-hand red. Enough to pot it anyway. It wasn't so much the split. The Reds open, like I say, but just happens that they've got in each other's way. And he'd be very keen to continue the break somehow, but I don't know how. Playing up the table. Obviously, 5-4 either way is not necessarily a match-winning lead,
13.
but psychologically, after a session like this, to get any lead will be a boost for either player.
There you can see right down the line of the shot, the red is potable, but boy, that's high tariff. Tried the big deep screw back into relative safety. The only problem was the red he missed. There's the one he's left on.
One.
Well, is he on the red? He just
5.
has looked at it a couple of times. I think it goes, and that wasn't a bad result in the end, because clearly that goes easily and the black's available to the opposite corner.
6. 13. $14.
He's got rare self-belief, as Neil Robertson. And although there's ways to go before this becomes eventuality,
21.
actuality, if he does capture this title, what a route it would be to the silverware. Overcoming in 3 consecutive matches Sean Murphy,
22.
Ronnie O'Sullivan and Judd Trump. Discount nothing with him. Nothing at all.
May have looked a bit reckless, but there was a similar shot that he played in the World Final, which was just extraordinary. Deep screw from that sort of a shot. Mistakes have been very thin on the ground in this match, especially in the frames from the mid-session onwards. It's been extraordinary, the standard.
$30. $37. $38.
Neil, to withstand that barrage from Trump and do this tells you all you need to know about Neil Robertson.
Yes, it's been a very good comeback, but I guess that applies to Judd Trump as well when he trailed 3-1, the way he knocked in those 3 centres in a row. And now it's a question of just sitting there hoping for him. His frame is not won yet, but you get the feeling it might be soon. It's on the bottom red here, which does pass the others.
$46.
Yes, it's a very different scenario for Trump to this time last week in Yushan, when after the first session of that final he led Tabchaya Unu 7-2.
$53. $54.
A smattering of applause just about frame ball, because mathematically Judd could tie from here, but that would mean that Neil didn't pot this pink. Seems highly unlikely.
Surely no way back, even if he gets the chance, which is highly unlikely.
Yes,
61.
Since we've been in this commentary box, Phil, at 3-1, the frames have been won without reply on either side. It's going to be the 5th in a row. That kind of shows you the the standard we're seeing, the
67.
dominance of either player.
68.
Yes, the sixth frame this afternoon where the losing player hasn't bothered the scorers.
$75. 76. 83. 84.
'It's a nice problem to have, Neil, but I think I've run out of superlatives.
89.
'I think what's rare about this, Phil, is that both players are playing at such a high level. Often one of them would do, but that both of them are at it. Can't miss a ball. Didn't make the century in the previous frame. And he was disappointed because otherwise we'd have had 5 in a row.
97.
Providing he goes on and makes one here, which again seems very likely. Both players are at the top of their game. Tonight it's going to be some session of snooker.
99.
'Wonderful, absolutely wonderful break. And very well received here in Coventry. I think tonight we might see the odd ball missed. If this gets very close, this match, then I don't think the standard can possibly continue. It'll get quite dramatic, perhaps. It's hard to imagine anyone going away and winning this match easily.
111.
You won't see better than what we've seen this afternoon. Simultaneous brilliance. The starter has been delicious. The main course this evening could be sumptuous. At the end of the first session, Neil Robertson leads by 5 frames to 4.
That's tightened things up at the back. Trusted Trader, sponsoring Daytime on ITV4.
Come to the NordVPN Cyber Month party where digital snoopers are not allowed. NordVPN is only $3.40 per month. Get at nordvpn.co.uk.
We have a tradition of breaking traditions. Now that's how we push things forward.
Do you want to share a pudding?
Oh, go on.
Love you.
Filter out background noise and turn up the things you love. Get interest-free monthly payments on hearing aids at Boots. Let's feel good.
What's up, Peloton? How are we doing today? We're live from the studio. Let's do this. Accept nothing but your best. Resistance up. Let's go. Arrow 500, you're flying on that leaderboard. We've got this together. This is it. One final push. 3, 2, 1, and recover. You crushed it. See you tomorrow, Peloton.
Treat yourself to a Now TV Sky Cinema Pass. Grab a seat on the sofa and catch the latest and best movies everyone's talking about. Plus, with 40 new movies added every month, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Movie nights have never looked so good. And it's all for just $11.99 a month. So, to stream the latest and best movies with over 40 new movies added every month for just $11.99 a month, search Now TV.
You can check your eligibility for an Aqua credit card without affecting your credit score. We say yes to 5,000 people every week, even when other lenders may have said no. And we could say yes to you too. That's because at Aqua, we know you're more than your credit score. If you're ready to build better credit, why not start today? Check your eligibility at aquacard.co.uk. Representative 35.9% APR variable.
It was the night before Christmas, and Henry had a tear in his eye. He dreamed of being Santa's reindeer, to swoop and soar to guide his sleigh through Christmas nights. But the reindeers laughed, and Henry got left behind.
Not this time, Henry.
The next Christmas, there was magic in the air.